Okay, well, good morning. And I want to start off by saying I am not a financial advisor. And if you listen to me about finances and what stocks you should buy, you're an idiot. It's the dumbest thing you could possibly do. However, what I'm about to talk about has to do with where I feel like some of the successes will be in different companies. With the three things I'm going to group together, the first is AI. The second thing is robotics. The third thing is intelligent. Uh, I'm going to say devices. I mean, like vehicles, smart cars, smart planes, things of that nature. Well, I hope to have a beverage to get you going. Boy, I didn't have a great dinner last night. I'm glad to slowly have some coffee this morning. Didn't get an upset stomach, but just didn't have a good one. I had to take ginger twice. It's actually a really good herb for settling your stomach. Worked out pretty good. Okay, let's talk about the big one first, AI. Now, right now, it appears there is four primary contenders for closed AI. Um, there's OpenAI, which is ChatGPT. There is Anthropic, who has the Claude system. Google, and the last one is Grok. Those seem to be the ones that are doing well closed system. They all have uh, the equivalent of successes. OpenAI is actually becoming much more interesting because of uh, DeepSeek and shoot, I can't remember the name of the one from um, the other Chinese one. It's actually started beating DeepSeek at some stuff. Um, and then there was Meta, but Meta's really dropped off recently. I don't know what happened with them. But anyways, just those two alone, and there's some others out there. There's a couple academic ones. They seem to be doing fairly well. I mean, they may not be quite as good as the closed source ones, but when it comes to cost and efficiency, they're doing very well. So, anyways, I'm dragging on and trying to do a bunch of stuff, but my point is, I don't know if there will be a winner in AI. There's a lot of people that said, once we get you super intelligence, then there's just going to be one dominant player. It's kind of like the proverbial, Apple iPhone. Once it became the iPhone, everybody started using it, and because everybody was using it, it became the controlling device that it is today. And argue what you will, it is the controlling device today. So the feeling is maybe AI will be the same way, where you have everybody um, using a certain device, therefore all the AI is going into those devices. I'm not sure that, I don't think that's going to be the case. I think that kind of like Claude has really fashioned themselves to be the coding source. Um, they have really optimized around software development. And Google seems to be doing a really bang up job with languages and text. Um, Grok has been able to integrate with X, so it gets more news and stuff like that. So they all have their strengths. So it's impossible to predict past 2 to 4 years out. But right now, it feels like they're just going to be people with pockets of strength and not a winner take all in this thing. But like you guys would probably point out, Lynn, iPhone, it won, and it doesn't look like it's going away anytime soon. True, true. But let's talk about the other areas where intelligence is at. The other one is uh, robots. This is where AI becomes in our world as an active player, not just text and vocals. This is really interesting to me. I think the odds on favorite has to be um, Tesla's um Optimus, not because it's so bedazzling, but the Tesla teams have shown that they can stand up factories to mass produce better than anybody else, except maybe in China. Now, there's some Chinese equivalents, but when I see these Chinese equivalents, they're always showing walking, balancing. They're not focused on the hand and the commands that people tell it to go do those things. Like, give me a ball, give me a grape. So I don't, they could be just hiding things. It's China. They're not very open about a lot of stuff. And it's part of their nature and stuff like that. But right now, from the people I've seen out there, I think Tesla seems to have a huge advantage over like Figure, AI, Luna, Baloo, Pepper, Baloo, Baloo, Baloo. You stay over here with me. You stay there. Luna, stop it. Oh my God, you're missing a mess. Oh my God. All right. So real quick, because I have to take my dog. Hey, Baloo, come on. You gotta settle down. Settle, settle, settle down. Settle down. Yes, settle down. Be good puppies. Yes. All right. So robotics, still very early in the game. Still early in the game. So I'm not sure who will win with that. But if they don't get the manufacturing level done, I know technology wise, I actually think there's some people ahead of Optimist. Maybe Optimist been a little more closed source. No, Luna. No, Luna. No, Luna. Luna. No. And then the last one is applying to stuff like vehicles, aircraft, stuff like that. That one's pretty wide open. Now, I will admit Tesla's ahead on the no, Baloo, Tesla head on vehicles, but a lot of the other things that you could apply AIs to, um, those are wide open. There's not anybody else doing that. So I guess the summary of all this is I don't see a dominant. In Futurama, there was mom's robots. I don't think there's going to be mom's robots, but that's way into the future. So we'll find out. Anyways, I'm going to let you guys go. My puppy dogs are about to start a ruckus, and I would like to just be helping out my neighbors as much as possible. We'll talk to you guys later. Bye for now.